Here we have this 2016 66 plate Audi SQ7 Quattro. Now this vehicle does come with over £25,000 worth of optional extras included in it, and brand new it was worth over £90,000. Now when we get inside the vehicle, I'll list some of the optional extras this vehicle is included with. Now we do have 4 superb unscratched unmarked 22-inch SQ7 style alloy wheels with the red brake calipers just hanging behind. Now we do have the Matrix LED headlights as well as the SQ7 and the Audi badge just on the front with the black grille surround. Now we do have the side steps on either side, the panoramic sunroof which is currently open, and we do have the black strip just along the door there as well. Now we do have the blacked out styling, so you get the black roof bars, the privacy glass on the rear, and also the black strip around the windows. And there's a look at another superb alloy wheel. Now we do have the shark fin antenna and also that rear boot spoiler. Now as you can see, we do have the tow bar which is currently out. Now that can be folded away from touch a button on the inside the tailgate. Now we do have front and rear parking sensors with 360 cameras, one underneath the Audi badging, 2 underneath the wing mirrors and 1 in the front grille. Now we do also have quad exit exhaust flush, the rear bumper and also the rear diffuser. Now we do also have a power assisted rear tailgate from a touch of a button on the key. Now going into the boot, you can see we do have the 3rd row of seats. Now if touching of a button just there, they can be lowered, and as you can see it's going down exactly how you would expect it to, and then goes flat with the rest of the boot. And it can also be raised up again by pressing the button, and as you can see this cycle works exactly how you would expect it to. Now when it's up, just pop the rear headrest up just like so. Now I do have these 2 boxes in the back. Now this is for the rear entertainment. Now when I get inside the vehicle I'll show you how that works. Now we have the buttons just here. Now this button is to fold away the tow bar. As you can see, it folding away just there, and it actually goes hidden away so you can't see it, just like so. Now I do also have the air suspension on the rear. Now it can be lowered to make it easier getting in luggage into the back. Now it does have the storage net on the left hand side. Now it's also power assisted back down again, as you can see just there. Now this vehicle is free from any major marks, dents or scratches, and really does look superb from every angle. Now if we go to the rear, I'll show you bits of the interior. Now as you can see, we do have a full Volcano leather throughout with the white diamond stitching, ISOFIX points just down there. We do have the armrest just in the centre with 2 nice sized cup holders. Now the full rear row of the seat, well the middle row of the seats, can be pushed forwards and back, and can also be tilted, as you can see just there as it's reclined. Now pull this forward just like so. You do have your buttons just there. Now you can lower the rear seats by these buttons just there as well. Now going inside the vehicle, you can look just down there. We do have your climate control in the rear. We also have your screens just there as well. Now as you can see, it is Android and it's touchscreen. They do have all those apps just there like YouTube, Maps. You have your Gmail, Chrome, Movies and Music. Now if I press home, you have your videos, as you do have YouTube and all those videos just there. Music, as you can download music, have Gmail and play music just there through Google Music. You also have games there as well, such as CSR Racing. Now you can download other apps from the Google Store, as it's just up there. Now on the doors, you do have your electric windows, storage pocket just there with your storage bin just down there. We have your suede, and we also have your carbon inlays, which is another optional extra included in this vehicle. We also have your premium integrated Bose sound system. Now going to the front, there's a look at the driver's full Volcano leather front seat with the S just stitched up there, and your white diamond stitching. Now driver and passenger are heated, electric and memory, as you have the the memory function just on the doors, and then the electric function on the seats. Now on the doors you have your electric windows, you have your child lock just there as well for the rear windows, heated electric power folding mirrors, again your carbon inlays with your suede trim, release for the tailgate, and you also have your integrated speakers just there as well. Now jumping inside the vehicle and looking down there, again you have your carbon inlays, you have auto lights, and you also have the button for the heads up display where you can change the positioning of it. Now foot on the brake, we do have keyless start from a touch of a button. Now looking over here, when it is dark, we do have your ambient lighting all around this vehicle, as you can see just there. Now this vehicle is free from any warning lights on the dashboard and has covered just over 39,160 miles. Now we do have a multifunction steering wheel, where we do have paddle shift on the rear, which take the car into manual mode. We also have adaptive cruise control just down here as well. Now to activate the cruise control, simply just press set, and then the adaptive cruise control, you can set your distance from the car in front just there. Now on the bottom of the side of the indicator stalk, you do have your lane keeping assist just there as well. Now we do have the virtual cockpit, so you can go through all these different settings where you can have your navigation, your phone connectivity, what you're listening to, which is currently DAB radio, and you can have all your driver selecting settings there as well. Now press view on there, you can actually change the display again to suit your driver preferences. Now in the centre we do have your satellite navigation there as well, where you can also find Bluetooth media connectivity, DAB radio, and also your media connectivity. Now go across, you do also have all those different settings for your media there as well. Pop the car into reverse, you can see your front and rear parking sensors with your rear camera. Now you can also go through all those different settings for your cameras, as you do have the front view, corner front, top down view, and the wide rear view. I'll pop that back into park and go home. You do have different drive modes, but you do also have the ambient lighting there as well, which you can go through all those settings to change. Now if I go back into Audi Drive Select, you do have dynamic, individual, auto, comfort, efficiency, all-road, lift and off-road. Now you can see in the bottom right corner, you do have the air suspension. Now when I put it into lift and off-road, it will then also raise. Now coming down here, we do have all these settings just here. Now you do have the Drive Select just there as well. We have stop, start, on and off, traction control on and off. Click that button just there. This vehicle will actually park itself for you. Now you specify the direction with your turn signals, and then it will detect the parking spaces. Now coming down here, we do have your downhill centre assist, and press that button, it will then hide the screen completely away, which is a very nice addition. If you do find it distracting, then touch your button again, it will then raise again. Now coming down here, we do have your 4-zone climate control with 2 heated front seats, which work exactly how you would expect them to. And as you can see just there, they do. Again, fully climate control. Now you can see it just in the centre there as well. And they work exactly how you would expect them to. I'll just turn those fans down just like so. We have storage just in here with your 12-volt connectivity and your storage. Touchpad with your carbon inlays. 2 nice size cup holders with your key holder. Your gear stick, and you can push to left to go into manual mode. Then you have your volume switch just there. Storage just in there. Soft touch leather armrest, which can be moved forwards and back to suit your driving position. You also have your Audi phone box, so you do have your wireless charging. Locking wheel nut key just there with more storage. 2 USB ports and also aux. There's a look at the passenger's full Volcano leather front seat, again with the white diamond stitching. Now all around this vehicle you do get the carbon inlays, which is a very nice addition to this vehicle. Again, there's a look at the passenger with the memory front seats. The carbon inlays there as well. Now some of the optional extras included with this car is you do get the blind spot assist on the wing mirrors. Now when you can't see in your blind spot, that will actually light up to let you know where there is a car. Now the wing mirrors are electrical adjusted, heated, folding, dimming door mirrors with your curve view and their memory. You have your electric panoramic sunroof, where a touch of a button will then close. You have your blind, so press that button and then it will then close. Now it can be tilted there as well. Now when it is fully closed, press that button just there and the blinds will also close. And I'll show you the full cycle of that just so you know it works exactly how you would expect it to. Now the paint colour of this car is metallic fluorescent silver, which is a very nice, very good looking colour. Now you do get to the Audi Entertainment Mobile, which is the screens just in the centre. Now some other optional extras is you do get the advanced key. You do get the Driving Dynamic Sport Pack, which is a £5,700 optional extra. Now you do get the Sports Differential, as well as the active anti-roll bars, and you also get the all-wheel steering. You have your ambient lighting, the black styling pack, heads-up display, which you can see just there. I can change it through that button, that dial just there. We also have the red brake calipers, the Tour Pack with the trailer pack, the parking pack advance, which is that button just there. as it detects spaces, the Bose sound system, Volcano leather black S sport seats plus, which is a £2,000 optional extra, and the list goes on. Now, if you want to know all the optional extras that come with this car, please feel free to go to our website where you can find everything you may need to know on there. Now, this vehicle is available to take away today with free contactless nationwide next day delivery. It's HPI clear, comes with a fresh service, new MOT, and we do offer competitive delivery finance. Thank you very much for watching. Video test drive of this Audi SQ7. Now, the purpose of this video test drive, of course, is to show that the vehicle drives exactly how you would expect it to. Now, as you can see, I'm not having to fight with steering wheel to keep it in a straight line. It's going straight and true and not veering off to the left or to the right hand side. Now, this vehicle does come with over £25,000 worth of optional extras included in it. Now, during this walk around and test drive video, I'm only going to show you a couple. Otherwise, this video will be around 20 minutes long. Now, with your driving pack, you do get the adaptive cruise control as well as lane keeping assist. Now, lane keeping assist is activated by the button on the end of the indicator stalk. And to activate the adaptive cruise control, simply press set on the end of the cruise control stalk. Now, push up very slightly or just by one, push up until you feel a bit of a click and it'll just hit near as 5 miles an hour. Now, to set the distance from the vehicle in front, you do have the dials just on the stalk. Now you can press set and you can move it up and down to suit your driving position from how far you want to be from the vehicle in front of you. Now, we do have the heads up display, so you can see what your speed you're doing, and it actually tells you the speed of the road, and it also tells you that your lane keeping assist is activated. Now, in the centre, we do have the satellite navigation. We have DAB radio, Bluetooth media, Bluetooth audio connectivity. When you pop it into reverse, you do have 360-degree cameras and all the other settings there as well. Now, I have the carbon inlays matched with the brushed metal and the suede trim. It really is a very nice environment to be inside this vehicle. Now, with the Volcano sport seats, they are very comfy. You can quite easily do 200, 300, even 400 miles in this vehicle. Now, you do have 7 seats in this vehicle, so you do have the row in the rear as well as the middle row. Now, the 2 front seats are also heated, electric and memory. The memory function is on the doors, and you have your heated function just there. Now, heated function is very nice, so there's cold winter mornings, it really does make all the difference. Now, here at Ars Car Sales, we are a 5-star dealership with over 300 5-star reviews on Google, Autotrader and Car Gurus. Now, if you read through the reviews, the customers really do reiterate the fact of how good we are to buy for and how caring of a company we actually are. Now, I'm coming up to the industrial estate where I'm going to take a right, I'm going to perform an emergency stop, pop straight into reverse, just show the brakes work exactly how you expect it to, and you'll see in the centre the 360 cameras pop up as well as the front and rear parking sensors. So, going to pull in now, and I'll do the emergency stop in 3, 2, 1. Hard onto the brakes, straight into reverse, no issues whatsoever. And you can see the 360 cameras just there. Back into drive, and it switches to the front camera. Now, if you want to know all the optional extras and what this car has, please feel free to go onto the website where you can find all the information about this car as well as a list of all the optional extras. But if you haven't answered all of your questions and inquiries during this test drive and walk-around video, please feel free to get in contact with the sales team where they can answer questions and also run through some inquiries with you. But that's it for me in this walk-around video and video test drive. Hope to hear from you soon. Cheers.